overcooked the eggs. Not used to a gas stove. Sorry.
Last thing I want is food right now.
Lightweight. You know, I outdrank you at least 2-1. Never mind, I was rolling on Molly.
I'm a cheap date. Take the coffee, though.
You're a doctor. Well, Dr. Brown, I had fun last night.
Me too.
That unenthusiastic response answers my question. Want to meet up again? I'll get out of here.
Question for Dr. Glassman.
He's in the shower. Do you want to come on?
Did his shower begin?
He just got in.
His showers are at least 9 minutes. I'd be late to work. I'll wait. This is important.
Is there something I can help with?
The florist told me the pink roses express passion and the purple Peruvian lilies convey devotion, but I feel both passion and devotion for Carly.
You could give her both.
Please ask Dr. Glassman to text me the answer as soon as he gets out of the shower.
Well, what's Carly's favorite color? Because flowers don't really have meaning. That's just a tactic to boost sales.
Purple.
There you go. Hi, Shaun.
I'd like to have sex tonight. Would you?
Yes.
Male, multi-car accident, blunt abdominal injuries, including ruptured spleen and lacerated liver.
What's his GCS?
9.
Intraperitoneal free fluid in the right upper quadrant.
We need to know our stat. Paige Melendez.
I thought it was just a migraine. I get them sometimes with the flashing lights.
And she started slurring her words.
I was trying to tell him, but I couldn't feel or move my left side. The only thing that got me through was Tony telling me, okay, it will be.
How long before your symptoms began to subside?
About half an hour. By the time we got here, all I had was a mild headache.
I think you had a transient ischemic attack. A mini stroke.
A stroke?
Mini.
Jeannie's 25.
Which is why we'll need an MRI, cardiac echo, and labs before. You know for sure.
Or is that bleed? That's it for the liver. What's his mean arterial pressure?
67. What was that place with the double oysters you took Dr. Lim to? Mia's in town.
Some of you may be aware Dr. Lim and I are no longer together. It's called Half Shell, downtown off 2nd. Remove the package.
The aorta.
Likely a laceration from the accident.
We'll need to dissect further to determine the extent of the damage.
BP skyrocketing.
He's just suffered massive blood loss. He's under anesthesia. He should be hypotensive.
Pulmonary embolism.
Push beta blockers.
That'll kill him. He's tachycardic and hyperthermic. I think he must be on something. MDMA mixed with anesthesia?
Give him a low dose of nitroglycerin and calcium channel blockers.
BP's dropping. It's working.
Push the full dose. Let's close him up. We're gonna have to wait for the MDMA to leave his bloodstream and get a better look at the aorta by imaging. Good call.
I need to use the restroom. Hang in there, Jeannie, just a couple more minutes.
You should ask me what I'm going to do tonight.
Okay, but just to make it feel more like an actual conversation. Nothing much. I've got a yoga class and a date with Ben and Jerry tonight. How about you, Shaun?
I'm having sex with Carly.
Whoa,
It's my first time.
also tough.
It took us 22 days to kiss, 9 more to hold hands, although we don't really hold hands when we hold hands, and another 6 to touch more than one thing at a time. But now I'm ready.
It's a lot of foreplay.
I've been reading about the 4 stages of
Fair
arousal.
warning, the first time for most people is kind of awful.
Your first time was awful?
Not an appropriate question to ask a colleague. Although there's an exception to every rule.
Which books did your lover read to prepare?
No clots, no bleeds, no occlusions, no PFO. She didn't have a stroke. She's having a seizure. Pushing diazepam?
She had to use the restroom. Her bladder is distended. Whatever it's pressing against must be causing these attacks.
CT shows she has 2 pelvic lesions, and labs show elevated levels of catecholamines. The pain meds we gave her could have distended her bladder, which is abutting one of the tumors, setting off her second attack. But what set off the first one?
Sexual intercourse. The other tumor appears to be within her clitoris. Progressive impact may have destabilized it over time, and now she's at risk of having more seizures.
Sex could kill this woman.
He's stable, and the MDMA's out of his system. We're good to go back in and graft the aorta.
We're just getting caught up with blood loss and fluid resuscitation. An endovascular stent is minimally invasive. It is a better option than a graft.
But his stent could clot off because we won't be able to get blood thinners. His liver's still a bleeding risk.
Let's take our chances with the stent. We can be in and out and have him back in the ICU where we can focus on his recovery. We do not want to proceed without consent.
He won't regain consciousness for another couple of hours. We shouldn't wait that long.
Get it from his wife. She's on her way here now.
We can remove the tumors, but it means we also have to remove most of your vagina and clitoris.
You can still have children.
Via C-section. It won't affect your uterus or ovaries.
What about sex?
You won't be able to have intercourse or experience an orgasm.
It doesn't make sense. I've been sexually active for 5 years, never had any attacks.
We suspect the tumor's been dormant for some time.
What if I don't have the surgery? What are the odds of another attack?
There are many variables involved, including frequency, duration, sexual position, penis size.
About 2%.
Each time.
Each time.
On average, couples have sex 52 times per year, which means in the next 3 years, your chance of having a life-threatening attack is well over 95%.
I think we'll take our chances.
You should talk it over between yourselves, perhaps with a counselor.
I understand the situation. I don't want the surgery.
sorry.
Missed you at the research meeting.
I was in surgery, craniotomy. Now I have 2 consults, meeting with a donor, and a hospital chair meeting.
Well, don't forget to eat something.
That food is for the weak. So I was waiting for this elevator.
Are we okay?
Yeah. Sorry, I'm just busy.
We're recommending the stent. It risks clotting, but it's also less invasive than the graft. And the graft would be a more permanent repair, but there's greater chance of surgical complications.
I have to trust you, right? Is Dad gonna be okay?
Absolutely, darling. We're gonna take good care of your dad. He'll be home before you know it, okay?
If we send her home without the surgery, she'll die.
We don't know that. And taking away sex from a young couple in love, that's devastating.
So's death. How much time does a couple actually spend having sex?
19 minutes per week, including foreplay.
The rest? That's the real relationship.
Forget the act itself. Sex is crucial to the happiness and satisfaction of a relationship.
Sex is destructive. It turns people into liars and cheaters and idiots. Might start relationships, but more often than not, it rips them apart. She got devastating news and made an emotional decision without thinking it through. The least we can do is get her counseling.
Was she offered counseling when you gave her the diagnosis?
Briefly, but she was still reeling.
Then it's over. Once she's stable, discharge her. Thank you.
Pink heart and purple star.
How are you feeling?
Hi, doctor. He's doing great.
Hi, I'm Dr. Brown. You had a tear in your aorta, but we stabilized it with a stent. Until we can give you blood thinners, you'll be at risk of a clot, so we'll be monitoring you closely. But right now, everything is looking absolutely perfect.
Oh.
Gentle.
See, Cupcake? It's all good.
Why didn't you come home last night? Daddy had a sleepover at Uncle Jeff's. He got a new turtle. You can see it next time.
Your blood pressure is responding well to the alpha blockers. We'll run labs. If they're normal, you can be discharged in the morning. You'll want to be aware at all times of where the closest hospital is. Every time you have intercourse, you'll be endangering your fiancé's life.
I'm aware of that. We both are. But it's Jeannie's body. It's her decision. I'm just trying to be supportive.
I don't think you are. You're being selfish. She's risking her life, and you're keeping your mouth shut so you can keep getting laid.
You do think I'm making the right decision?
Yes, I do.
He really is gonna be fine. I know, thank you. You okay?
I think he's cheating on me. His brother lives in Willow Glen, the other side of the city from where he had his accident.
What did you say about it?
That he had a breakfast meeting with a client. Not unlike the excuse he used last time he cheated. Him denying it was the worst part. It made me doubt myself. Was I just a paranoid, jealous wife throwing out wild accusations?
Your husband has just had a serious car accident, and you're very stressed. Right now, all you should be thinking about is getting it better. You're right. Thank you.
Not at all.
Would you like to take my top off?
Yes.
Would you like me to take your shirt off?
No. I would like to do it myself.
Even better.
Okay. I've got it. Okay.
Do you want to slow down? Do you want to stop?
I'd like to go watch some TV.
So you weren't feeling it?
I was definitely feeling it. I don't know.
I think you're confused. I think it's emotional and it's hormonal and maybe...
I wasn't confused. She had a tattoo. It was half a heart. I don't understand why someone would get an incomplete tattoo. She shouldn't have something that's incomplete on her body that I can see.
You sure it was the tattoo?
Yes, it is a very disturbing tattoo that makes no sense.
Maybe it's not about the tattoo. I mean, maybe it's about intimacy. Letting another person into your life, that's a big deal. I know, trust me. And there are gonna be things about her that you love and things about her that you don't. And there are certain things like the tattoo you can't change because, well, it's worth it.
She can get the tattoo removed.
She can't get the tattoo removed, Shaun. I don't think it's about the tattoo.
We are backed up. Sorry, Shaun.
Everything looks good. Could have just checked them on the EMR.
I know. How's it going with Shaun? He tends to overshare with coworkers.
Yes, he does.
And he was oversharing up until this morning, so I'm guessing the night of 1,000 stars didn't go as planned?
We're fine, thanks.
Of course. You waited 3 weeks for a kiss, you're a saint.
That didn't sound like a compliment.
I like Shaun, and I love that he's dating. But I can't help thinking that the kind of person who'd go out with Shaun might be seeing him more as a project than a person. And I'd rather not see him get his heart broken.
Last week, 2 techs called in sick. I had to diagnose and file over 200 slabs. But when I told Shaun, he came down and he helped me get through them until 3 in the morning. I am not going out with Shaun because I have a martyr complex. Going out with him because he's a great guy who treats me well. And the condescending notion that someone needs an ulterior motive to be interested in him means you're the one who isn't seeing him as a person.
You're
craniotomy ended an hour before the research meeting. You didn't miss the meeting because you were in surgery. I think you missed the meeting because I was going to be there.
I'm busy. I can show you my calendar if you like.
You dumped me. I should be the one avoiding you. What's going on? Are you having second thoughts?
No, I'm not.
Why are you willing to die for sex?
Sex creates vulnerability. Lets you be open, honest with each other. Share your biggest fears.
Sometimes you shouldn't share. Sometimes you have to just accept, right?
Wrong. What you have to accept, that's not for anyone else to say. If you don't tell your partner everything that you're feeling, thinking, worrying about, then you aren't fully connected.
Close your eyes. Yes, this is one of those dumb sensory exercises, but just go with it. Now tell me one of your favorite memories with your fiance.
Last summer, we went camping in Yosemite. We decided to rough it by only packing PB&J sandwiches. The first night, a bear rips into our tent and devours them. And the next night, of course, we have this hole in our tent, and the mosquitoes just eat us alive. And the bug spray that we thought we packed, it was sunscreen. And then when it started pouring, we turned to each other at the same time and we said, Denny's. And that's when I knew I wanted to marry her.
Great. That was a memory of something you got through together. Not about the time you had a threesome in Miami.
It was New Orleans. Threesome was in New Orleans, not Miami, and it was way better than the bear trip. But I wasn't gonna tell my fiance's doctor about it. Sex makes you real with someone.
Sex makes you stupid. I had the perfect man. He was smart and funny. He squeezed the sponge after washing the dishes. And one night, I met some guy and I had a few drinks and I got all tingly and got really stupid. I never saw him again. Or my boyfriend. Sex can make us feel incredibly close to someone. Honest. Vulnerable. But sex is not the goal. The rest of those things are.
She's the love of my life. And I always thought that we were strong and that we can overcome anything together. But without sex, I don't know if we have enough.
Okay. Then you need to lie to her.
You said you'd be here an hour ago.
Well, you're not my only patient.
Look, I get it. It's about as awkward as it gets.
Yes, it is.
You know, I almost died in that accident. When I woke up, all I could think about was my wife and my little girl. How much of an ass I'd been and how hurt they'd be. So watch that once I get out of here, I'm gonna keep cheating on them. I can't help it. No matter how much remorse or guilt I feel like I always give in.
Then you should leave him.
I can't. I love him. How messed up is that, right? think you know.
I don't cheat.
I saw you checking me out in the bar. My left hand, just making sure I was married. You're just as big a cheater as me, Dr. Brown. My leg, it's cold.
We need an angio stat.
Everything okay? You haven't said a word since past assault. It's about Shaun, isn't it?
2 weeks ago, you asked me to give him romantic advice, which I didn't want to do. And then he comes into my office for romantic advice, and you kick him right out.
Because you're helping him too much. He is completely dependent on you.
For good reason. He hasn't spoken to his parents since he was 14. The only person he cared about died right in front of his eyes.
Aaron, I know how much you love him. How you hate to see him struggle, fail, get hurt. But you need to let him, and he'll be okay. Because he has someone else in his life now. Just like you do.
Placing guide wire through the needle.
Placing catheter? So how do you know this guy? You knew he was on MDMA. You've been avoiding him since he arrived, and I checked on his accident. It was a half-mile from your place.
I was with him the night before the accident, but it's not relevant. It hasn't affected my judgment.
Yes, it has. If you hadn't been avoiding him, we could have caught the clot earlier. I figure you've been going through something lately. Something that's really hurt you. And maybe it's making you turn to things you normally wouldn't. But some of the guys you meet are going to be trouble. Some are going to be married. Some are going to be...
He took a vow, not me.
That's the exact attitude someone had when they helped ruin my life. There's the clot.
Activating angiojet. It's too big to bust.
We have to open him up.
You said to accept things I don't like, but Jeannie said I have to share everything, and I don't know.
Stop. I have to go home.
I can walk you to your car. Is it very far? I think this discussion will take at least 15 minutes, so maybe you can drive me.
We have to set boundaries, okay? We have to set some limits. You can't just come over 6:30 in the morning for flower advice. You can't just pop into my office anytime you want.
Is this because of Debbie?
No. Yes. And I agree with her. It was different when it was just the two of us, but now we have people in our lives, both of us. We have to make them the priority.
Does this mean we can't talk anymore?
No, of course we can talk. It's just that there's a time and a place for everything.
And this is the wrong time and place.
Yeah. Tuesday, pancakes.
I liked it better when it was just the two of us.
$125/78. Looks good.
Nice bug spray. SPF 50.
Not much went right that trip. But the more things went wrong, the closer I felt to you. We'll get through this too.
I don't know. Sex has always been our language, our way of sharing who we are with each other. And if we lose that, what if we don't have enough?
We'll still have honesty, intimacy, love, 3 kids, 2 boys and a girl. I love you more than sex.
I love you more than sex, too.
Does this mean you're getting the surgery?
90 minutes without a pulse in his leg. He's at high risk for necrosis.
Prosthetic successfully sutured aorta.
Almost done with the distal right anastomosis.
Careful not to narrow the artery during suturing.
Blood flow restored. Good arterial pulse.
Good job catching that clot, Dr. Brown. If we waited any longer, we'd have to amputate.
Thank you. It was a team effort.
Making incision at the vaginal wall. Murphy developed margins at the lesion.
Forceps.
Nicely done. How you turned your patient around.
It was nice when Tony told Jeannie he loved her more than sex.
He was lying. I told him that if he cared about her at all, he had to.
Maybe it was the truth. It can be true without him knowing it's true.
What's wrong?
Dr. Glassman told me I have to accept things, but Jeannie said to be open and honest.
I agree with Jeannie. Whoever she is.
It's your tattoo.
Thank God, I thought you hated my boobs or something.
It's incomplete. Didn't you have enough money to pay for a full heart?
I got this in high school.
It's incomplete.
Not anymore. I got you. Shaun.
Dr. Glassman was right. It's not the tattoo.
We were able to restore blood flow to his legs. He's gonna be just fine.
Thank you so much, Dr. Brown.
Now that he's out of the woods, you don't need to feel guilty about questioning him. All the pain, and paranoia, and self-doubt. You deserve to know the truth.
He's just gonna deny it.
Then you need to insist?
Our relationship was a stupid idea, which made ending it a smart idea. Simple, binary, and naive. I really underestimated how hard this would be. Yes, I've been having second thoughts. I'm not saying we should get back together.
What are you saying?
I don't know.
Good. It's good to know that it's not easy. It's good to know that it mattered.
Intimacy isn't about a tattoo. And it's not about touching or kissing or even sex.
It's about sharing your biggest fears.
Yes.
What are you scared of?
I love being a pathologist. But every day I walk into the lab, I am filled with doubt. Am I smart enough? Am I capable enough? Do I really deserve to be here? How long until someone walks in and exposes my fraud and has me removed from the premises? Eventually those thoughts retreat till the next morning when they all come crashing back into my brain. That and pigeons, they freak me out.
My biggest fear is that I'll be alone. If I don't get over this, you'll leave.
We don't have to have sex. Can we just hold each other for a little bit?
I think I'd like that.
Shaun?
Sauce.
You should go.
I don't know, maybe it can wait till tomorrow morning. I mean, you were right. Everything you said was right.
This is